All right, folks, welcome to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. So in today's episode, what we're going to be doing is actually focusing on Jose's Toyota MR2. So what you guys see back there is Jose's MR2 on jack stands, basically, because I tore out the bottom. As you guys see, the bottom is right down here. I have the wheels, I have the spindles, I also have like the subframe and stuff like that. And today's objective is to get this thing back on all four wheels with no body parts. This thing has to be prepared for paint, guys, so we have to make sure that this thing is ready by today, just so that we don't have any issues as far as time goes when we need to paint, right? So I'm going to send this out to paint. It's going to go to Marco, but I need to remove everything. So before we do that, let's get into it, guys. It's going to be a perfect time lapse, so just sit back, relax on your Saturday morning. If you guys are watching it on a Saturday morning or Sunday, whatever day you guys decide, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, guys. So let's go. All right, guys, now that we know what we have to do in the objective of today, I think today's video is going to be pretty simple, but we do have to remove certain things. So bumper is coming off. I believe we're going to go ahead and remove the wiper cowl. We're going to go ahead and remove the wipers so that's not in the way. We're going to then go ahead and remove the mirrors. We're gonna go ahead and remove this antenna bezel. What I'm trying to do is remove everything that I'm not gonna use, right? Or I'm gonna be able to remove and not have to put back, basically, because of weather purposes, right? In case it rains or something like that. I don't want any water going into the interior. So all this stuff it needs to be removed. So we have to remove this motor mount. We have to remove all of this stuff inside, all these pipes and stuff like that. We also have to get underneath and remove that fuel tank. So guys, we have a lot in this episode to do. All right, folks, welcome back to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. So in today's episode, we are going to be working back on Jose's Toyota MR2, and with that said, we have a lot still to do. So this car has to be on all four wheels with the subframe on, ready to paint by the end of the week. So we need to make sure that that gets done. But before we do that, I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see. We have a ton of stuff to remove. I mean, I'm going to walk into this engine bay. Like, guys, we have to remove this whole wire harness. We have to remove this linkage that goes to the trunk. We have to disconnect this little T, remove all the brake lines, or disconnect this T from the bottom. You know, it's just a lot of stuff we have to do. We also have to remove the gas tank. I got to do some gas tank work on there. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done, guys. And let's get it, because yeah, we have to get this ready for paint real soon. And I still got to do the heater cores, because these things are just rusted to hell. So we're gonna do a whole reconditioning to these guys, like I did to George's. But guys, let's jump into it. We have a lot to go, so let's go. All right, everybody. So I kind of want to give you guys a little update. I haven't seen the motor since probably when I started to take it apart. I think 2 days worth of working on this thing. So I mean, it's coming out really good. I'm gonna turn the camera around just so I can show you guys real quick what we're working with here, just so you guys can see how I built this 3S for Jose, just because I think it looks great. Like, from what it was to right now, and we're not even complete yet, it looks good. So let's get it going, guys. So check it out. All right, folks, this is it. Check it out. I've painted the block. I've painted the head. I had these Cerakoted, so they're ceramic key coated. I believe it's like 2,000 degrees that's good for. We have the downpipe on. I've changed every nut and bolt. So we have literally, I also refurbished this. This didn't look like this. This looks OEM brand new, and I did use SEM trim paint. I don't know if you guys can see it over there, but I did use some trim paint, and that came out phenomenal. I'm trying to get a better look so you guys can see the sheen. It is that OEM look, so I'm super, super excited. But check it out, guys. Every single bolt has been changed on this thing, so you guys can see. I mean, all the way around. Plus, I did the lower half too. As far as reconditioning that valve cover, I did recondition the 5S mount, this thing. And actually, believe it or not, this is that trim paint as well. So, I mean, this gives it a nice kind of like almost like wrinkled black look. I really, really do like it. Same thing for this. I did a wire wheel where the bolts go on both sides, just because I don't want any issues with grounding. So that should be perfectly fine. Did the same thing with the NAG sensor, because the NAG sensor underneath has a metal ring that also needs to touch metal. So I ended up wire wheeling that and making it look all pretty and stuff. So guys, this is coming out good. Look at, check it out. Everything is fresh. So that's all I'm going to give you, is that little sneak peek. We have a lot more to do. As you guys can see, I got a lot going. I also refurbished the mud flaps for Jose. So Jose had me order some mud flaps from MR2 Heaven. And I'm not here to talk anything bad about anybody, but you know, the product is not the best, to be honest. These things came with cracks, and this is cracks in the rubber, guys. Like this is just not this is out of the box, right? Like this was out of the box. I did not touch anything like to cut it or anything like that. All I did was sand it with 800 grit, 600, then 800, and then I sprayed 3 coats of SEM trim paint, and now we have this OEM look. But these gouges came stock in this product. So I'm not talking crap. I'm just showing you exactly how the product came to me prior to me doing what I did. But this came out pretty good. So guys, moving back to Jose's car, let's get into it, guys. So let's go. All right, folks, so I got the majority of all the harness off. So basically what this is what it is to disconnect is the speaker. If you have an amp, there's a couple other wires or a couple other plugs that you would remove. There's a wire that goes all the way up through here, through the back of this thing, up to the windshield, which is the defroster for the back windshield, then goes all the way up here and plugs up to the rear third light. So all that is all connected to this singular wire harness, and that piece connects right below here where everything else plugs in. So we removed everything just so that we can make sure that we can remove everything moving backwards, so that nothing is inside the engine bay. I'm serious about getting this thing super clean and super legit. So guys, let's just jump into this. Let's finish this car off and put this car on all 4 wheels. Let's go. Kind of where we're at. As you guys can see, I put the subframe back on. All I gotta do really is take off this motor mount, but unfortunately my battery is dying, so I'm not gonna be able to finish this episode today. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up tomorrow. Welcome back, everybody. This is the next day. So where we last left off yesterday with Jose's build is that we put the subframe on. So I'm going to turn the camera around so I can show you guys exactly where we're at. But check it out. We're going to continue going. We need this car down on all 4 wheels. So guys, let's just jump into it. I'm gonna put on my tunes. You guys, I'm gonna put you guys in the camera stand. Enjoy this time lapse. So let's go. folks, as you guys seen, thank you to the Liberty of Time Lapse, we were able to empty this bad boy out and put it here literally on off-road wheels like I said it was going to need to do. Bad thing is that these wheels need some air, so I might have to fill them up with some air a little bit, but other than that, the car is down on the floor on off-road wheels and empty. So mission accomplished, guys. We are here at this point. So what we're going to be doing basically now is just waiting on Marco so then he can come and take this car, and we'll go from there, guys. So this is going to conclude today's episode. Again, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Remember, take care of yourselves and each other. Make sure you check out nastyaddictiongarage LLC.com and stay tuned for the next episode, guys. This is going to get good.